This week, we're discussing whether your dice are really cursed or whether you're just bad at Warhammer. This Lord's Discordant is brought to you by Shane, the Lord of Death. I have with me my gorgeous co-host. It is the Lord of Wolves, Ragnaros.
Meow.
And we have some very special guests who likely don't need introducing. I'm going to do it anyway. They are the owners of the arena. They are the founders and the presenters of the Tabletop Alliance. They also have their own podcast, which is almost as good as ours, Bolters and Bad Dice. It is the Lord of Short, James, and the Lord of Speed, Jake.
Hello.
Hello. I was wondering if we were going to get given titles, Lord titles.
No, honorary lords. I think we know each other well enough now to make you lords. How are we all? How is everyone?
I'm fantastic. How are you?
Good. Very warm. The pressure's on. There's professionals in the room. We've got to keep up appearances.
There's no excuse for being warm. There's no cameras on, so you can just take off whatever you want right now, Shane.
Oh, he's not wearing anything.
I get comfortable for these. Just be glad this isn't a video recording.
Yeah, you're lucky he's not sat on the leather sofa, because you can hear that thing rip every time he moves.
Oh, what a horrible mental image, even for me.
What a great start.
Have we started this podcast? Is this where we're going with this?
Yeah, sorry.
I think there's a title change needed already.
Well, I mean, we're talking bad luck. I mean, this is bad luck. Anyone that's listening to this, especially in public.
Yeah. That introduction, by the way, are your dice cursed or are you just bad at the game? I now realise why you've invited me on, so thank you.
It's episode 13, and I thought it fit beautifully with, obviously, the wonderful podcast that you guys do. The latest episode's just come out. Really, really interesting watch. For those that haven't watched it, and I'm pretty sure most of your viewers, or all of our viewers are some of your viewers, I should say. But yeah, and obviously we try and shout you guys out every time it's relevant, which is most weeks, I think.
Oh, we appreciate it. Thank you.
It's always good to see and get you guys on. The reason for inviting you guys in is, as I say, episode 13, and I want to talk about luck. And the question I wanted to throw out, and I'll give you guys some thinking time. When have the dice, absolutely messed it up for you? Or when have they been good?
You can never blame the dice. I've never once blamed the dice, and I don't understand where any of that even comes from. I've never heard anyone complain about them.
You sounded really sincere for a second. You actually threw me off guard.
I could. How long have we got? Because I have got. Well, there's at least like 5 vlogs on TTA 40K that I could send you to right now, where there's just probably hours worth of content at this point of me complaining about dice. So, how many examples do you need?
I can picture someone pulling out one of those scrolls that opens and then rolls down the floor and along the road and just out of sight.
Yeah. What's funny is the goal, right, for myself personally through the journey on TTA 40K is to get better at the game.
Yeah.
And I think the evidence and the proof of me getting better is the length of complaining segments in our vlogs. So the shorter those segments become, the better I'm getting at the game, right?
Makes sense.
Yeah, that's the goal. In the most recent one where I went to the Bristol GT, I had a terrible bad dice game 2, round 2. And obviously I talked about that in the vlog. And there was a comment today that was literally saying, great video, really enjoyed the vlog, fantastically edited, blah, blah, blah. However, I suggest you keep the complaining to a smaller part of the video. Like, yeah.
He's a new viewer then.
Yeah, you're new here.
Thanks, Mum. Oh, in which case then, and we've all had this scenario, so the other part to this question is, do you guys have any superstitions? Do you have anything that you try or that you do or that you hope will work to get those roles that you need?
I have a few. I don't want to hog the talking though if James has got any.
I was going to say, no, I've got nothing. I just cry a little bit inside, really.
Just rolls with it. Just goes with it.
Just rolls with it. I think my only one really is if I roll, low ones and twos, and I've got a reroll, whether it's an ability or a command reroll, I cannot roll the same dice. You have to switch your dice.
Yeah.
Recently,
and how's that working out for you, though?
Yeah, I was going to say recently, I feel like I've never not re-rolled a 1 into anything other than a 1. But that's besides the point. You've got to change your dice. That's my superstition.
But using a different dice, if you get the same or worse result, it's like, well, that was fated to happen. It was always going to be bad. But if you use the same dice, it's always
it's
that
dice's fault. Exactly.
Yeah.
However, it doesn't happen anymore because we exclusively use TTA dice, and they're amazing.
Oh yeah. There it is.
I've got to pick some up. These seem to be rolling incredibly well.
They're sold out. Sorry, Shane.
Okay, fair enough then. Never mind.
No, I'm joking. Only blue is sold out.
I'll continue to roll ones then. Thanks very much.
There's still those dirty red ones for your disgusting Blood Angels.
We did this big thing at the
dirty
one, and they all went out. They're shiny, and they all do. I like my NXT ones. I do like having themed dice. That's one of my things. So, like where I've got my Death Company dice from Baron of Dice, I like to roll them for Death Company related stuff.
Nice.
And weirdly, I seem to roll better with Mephiston if I don't use red dice. So every so often, and I'm sure it's on one of the recordings, I've said as I'm rolling Mephiston's attacks, he doesn't like the red dice.
Right. I think there's a superstition actually in LXT at the moment amongst a few of the players that official GW dice, roll the most sixes.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't agree with this.
No, I disagree as well.
Yeah. I feel like it was Josh Scott that started it.
Oh, well, him.
Josh Hall has continued it. He's got like over 200 official GW dice now.
and shout out to both of them because they're both wonderful chaps, and hopefully they are listening. And if they're not, then we can just call them whatever names we want to.
Just do it anyway.
Yeah,
that wouldn't stop me.
Having seen the dice rolls of both Ben and Geraint, so we were quite lucky, and the video version of this will have a couple of pictures. I did ask that question in our chat. Has anyone got some examples of ridiculous dice rolls? And of all of the players, the one who habitually plays Dark Eldar and the one who habitually plays Imperial Knights went, look at all these sixes I've rolled in one go. Right.
Yeah, it was kind of wild, wasn't it? 9 for 9 devastating wounds.
Something dirty like that.
Yeah, that's table flipping sort of results. I couldn't handle that.
Yeah, every time I play Geraint, I just want to put my head through the table with his models on it.
Quickly followed by his head.
Yeah, see, because I don't blame my dice. I blame his dice.
Yeah, that's easily done.
Yeah. You just watch him roll, and he looks up and grins at you, and you just go, I hate this game.
Smile.
We've all experienced it with him, don't worry.
Yeah.
The Geraint grin, yeah. Oh, I can't wait for him to listen to this when he's on his way to work or what have you. That's gonna be brilliant. So when we roll these dice, or when we make the choices and we do the things that we do, again, is there any sort of thought process to it, or is there any way of changing luck? Do we think?
Yeah, I think positioning, movement, and priority of targets is what determines the importance of the outcome of the roll. If that makes sense.
So you're talking about playing properly. You're not talking about threatening dice with a hammer,
right? You see how much better I'm getting.
See, I find at the moment though is that I do find the dice tend to usually be fair. It's just the timing of when those ones and sixes come out. It's like you need to hit on a 2, you get all your 5s and 6s. You need to wound on a 3, you get your 1s and 2s. It's just the timing, but the balance. I'm feeling less hateful towards the balance of it, and just it's all about timing or lack of.
Agreed. Yeah.
Yeah, we've come to realize that quite a lot recently. It's quite easy to blame, oh, I'm just rolling loads of ones, but it's the feeling of when you're rolling them. Like you've got really important saves to make. You've made loads of sixes earlier on in the game. You feel like you're rolling well, and then you've got to roll, 2, 3 ups to save a character, and you roll snake eyes. Like that's a real feel bad. I've just lost my 250-point character. It sucks. There's nothing I can do about it. Like I think it's just timing. That's what leads to the real feel bad moments.
Yeah. And the change that's now come about with 11th, and you guys have obviously played at least one game of it. Do we think that is going to have a bit of a shift, and that is going to have that potential, that percepted change to look?
In what sense? Are we using new dice?
You mean like the charge rolls?
Well, charge rolls is one. Things like the armor saves, the armor save grouping, and that kind of stuff.
To be honest, from the limited games I've played, I don't think there's any real differences to the armor saves. The only thing I think in this topic that will change is the charging. You're a little bit less likely to be left stood out in the open.
And as a Blood Angels player, I have done that many a time.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure we all have, and I'm sure we all played melee or sort of melee-centric armies as well. So to just be stood in the middle of the board with, literally with it hanging out in your hand, going, I can't do anything now. And as you said, the likelihood is that you've just rolled loads of really high numbers.
Yeah,
and you need that charge.
Yeah,
and then you don't get it.
Failing charges in general is horrendous. One of my games at Bristol, I failed multiple 4-inch charges and then 2 blood surges where I needed a 2 on the dice. Failed them both.
Ouch.
I literally had to pause the video when that bit happened. I had to step away. I was like, he's going to start yelling. I was like, oh no.
Yeah. It could be worse. There was, obviously, we also played Middle Earth. And I'm sure James can back me up on this. I think I'm a lot worse in that because the dice are... there's a lot less dice, right? In 40k, you roll a lot of dice, so the averages are more likely to shine through. In Middle Earth, there's very few dice, so when you massively whiff a turn, it feels considerably more impactful. And I had a horrendous tournament a couple of weeks ago at the arena, and we vlogged it. James was TOing, he wasn't playing, so the vlog was all on me. And I'm filming my, round summaries, and I'm being more negative than usual, if you can believe that. I am whining and complaining. I said to James on the day, like, I don't think we can put this out. Like, this is going to be more harmful to the channel than beneficial. In fact, the more views it gets, the worse it is. Like it was that sort of thing. And after game 2, I had to go and play pool for half an hour because if I had recorded, I would have said some bad things. And James edited the video because I don't think I should have edited it. And we put it up, and I ended up deleting it because, I watched it back and I was like, it's just awful. And even the comments were just like, this guy sucks. He's just bad at the game and he's blaming his dice.
I was going to say, I haven't seen this video. But
I will also add as well that I actually cut out chunks of his moaning. And it still ended up like that.
Was he like gradually like turning into Gollum like halfway through the recording? You just get like the last game of the day, he's like, super fat dice.
If anyone ever looked any more defeated, I don't think there's been a moment. He almost looked like dead in the eyes, like what is going on?
Yeah.
Well, you are very emotive. It's wonderful to see when you're playing.
Thank you. It's great for YouTube. But like that first game in that tournament is a prime example of what James is saying of timing. Yeah. Like the start of basically the first 50% of round 1, I couldn't have rolled worse. And I genuinely have been playing Middle Earth long enough to honestly say I don't think I misplayed anything, but I was just rolling horrendously and my opponent rolled fantastically. It's done slightly different in Middle Earth. Like you roll to win a fight and then you can roll to wound. His conversion rate from winning fights to wounding was over 90%. It was insane. And I had pretty much just completely given up. But then about halfway through the game, that dice luck completely switched, and his dice just abandoned him, and I kind of found my friendship with my dice again. My relationship reformed, and we rolled 5s and 6s, and I ended up winning it. But it's just a perfect example of timing, you know.
The friendship of the dice, I think, is a very different film.
The fellowship of the dice.
Oh dear!
This is why I'm so emotional. I feel like I get betrayed by my dice because I see them as my friends.
And that's why you threaten them with a hammer. We go back to that.
Keeps trying to escape you and return back to their master.
Yeah.
And I think it's a really core part of the game. You know, we talk about luck and we talk about, you know, how the dice are working and what's going on with them. And you know, as you said, and it is very easy to when the dice aren't going your way, or you feel like they're not going your way, to kind of get that to kind of go on a downer.
Yeah.
So you know, the other kind of questions amongst all of this is we roll dice and hopefully they're not cooked and hopefully they are perfectly balanced and so on and so forth. When these bad things happen, how do we then stop that from essentially destroying our game?
Well, for me, whenever I'm rolling or whenever I've got a game and literally everything's against me, I'll just laugh at it. I'll be literally like, you know, if I'm having a bad game on a Thursday because I'm in the corner like giggling to myself, just because like this is all going so bad.
Yeah, I've had games like that where it's gone so bad that it's funny, but most of the time it's gone so bad that it makes me angry.
I think there can be a thing as well, is if it's going bad for both of you, there's like a bit of fairness in that side, then it can be a bit funnier. But if one person is getting all the conversion and you're getting nothing, then it can just get a bit feel bad, and you're almost like, oh, am I just wasting my time? Do we just draw a line under it and go, just take 100-0 and move on with my life?
Yeah, that's what I feel like.
I've had some roles previously, and I do have a thing, again, going to like superstitions and stuff, of when my dice are going really bad, I try and charge them, so I put them all 60s facing up. Whether it works or not, it probably doesn't, but it makes me feel better. But I also don't like touching other people's dice.
Really?
Because I've seen some of my roles, and you guys have seen some of my roles. I don't think there's a single one of you that hasn't seen a role that I've done at some point and gone, Jesus. And again, you know, I've learned not to take it personally is the other thing. My dice aren't trying to spite me. It's just the nature of statistics and you know, things being random. You know, but that's happened, and I'm like, I've rolled really badly. If I touch the other person's dice and they start rolling really badly, have I transferred the curse?
Yeah, I don't think you need to worry about people judging you for that, Shane.
But it's just one of those things, and again, it's these weird little like idiosyncrasies that we've all got.
Yeah, if it helps though, you can touch my dice whenever you want.
Appreciate it, thank you.
Ooh, damn.
That's on the recording, so we all know.
But no, on that topic, I think something that I'm trying to get my head around, struggling with, but I think we all know that averages should come through across the game, right? We are told that, and that's the whole point in dice. I think we have a tendency to assume when you do a single roll, let's say you roll 20 dice, 20 attacks, and you have a bad roll. Yeah. We get mad at that because we're like, well, that's not average, right? Or you make 20 saves and they're 4-ups and you fail 15 of them. That's not average. So we get mad. But the averages don't come through across one dice roll. They come through more than likely across the whole game. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So we get grumpy and annoyed and frustrated at individual moments in the game, not averaging out. But the dice will average out, just at different moments.
Yeah, like we actually had a game months ago now where I went back and actually went and counted every dice roll.
Yeah.
Just to see how bad it was. Because it was one of those games that seems so ridiculous on when the ones happened. But when you actually worked it out and it was like a few hundred dice rolled, over the game, it wasn't far off being perfectly balanced. Like, it was very fair.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But it was just where we go back to the timing of it. And I'd actually gone through appointments of sitting through an entire game and counting the dice just to see how it was.
I think it was just to shut me up, though, really, because I was moaning about how many ones I rolled. He was like, I'm going to prove it.
I mean, yeah. What particle level do you go to pull them? But as you said, and also it's, and this is, I mean, it's one of the things that I love about the hobby. But it's so in the moment as well. You know, it's not just I roll 20 dice and I need 4-ups on my invuns because 4-up invuns are the best things in the game, but I failed 15 of them.
Watch it.
Oh no, cancelled. But and again, and this is a bit for me, I think, as well, is it's not just that, because that's a very linear mathematical transaction. It's very statistical and it's done and you can walk away from it. You're not. This is for me, this is my blade guard. Shields down, holding the line as firepower is poured at them just before they take the brunt of the charge. As the swords come screaming in, shields are holding. Will the shield wall hold? No. It's that.
Yeah, I get that, but I think the frustration, if you look at it in that way, the frustration then comes from, well, what can't they hold? They can't hold a couple of bolt pistol shots from some guardsmen or something. That's embarrassing. They're Space Marines. They're Blade Guard veterans. That's when it becomes like hard to keep the narrative in your head.
And it's that balance of narrative versus statistical that then just makes it, again, depending on your disposition, I suppose. If you can take it that way and go, well, actually, these guys, don't know how these guys became veterans. They obviously, got their got their awesome moments in boxes of cereal because they didn't do the training.
Yeah, like some people love it. They'll be like, oh, look at the story we've created. This single guardsman took down Mortarion.
Yeah. Whereas
I'm like, what the hell? This single guardsman took down Mortarion. It shouldn't happen. That's my view into my outlook on life, I guess.
Oh man, I every time I've killed Mortarion, I've killed him in one shot, and I've always felt really guilty.
Oh Jesus!
Every single time, I'm like, oh, I thought you'd be stronger.
Just... Oh, whoops! Sorry about your Primarch. I mean, it does remind me of the game. Funnily enough, me and Ross played the recording one that we did, where I shot and killed Logan Grimnar with a Gladiator Lancer.
Yeah,
you failed your invuln, and he died. And then the next turn, I shot a Thunderwolf cavalry, and he passed his invuln, and he survived.
Yeah.
Again, that dude survived like the whole game. I think it was just one guy on his own, wasn't it?
Just wandered around and did whatever he wanted to. Yeah. And again, it's that narrative part of it that I completely agree with you. How have I managed to kill the Lord of Fenris, the Wolf Lord himself, but not a little guy?
Yeah, it's only Logan Grimnar. It's not like he's Lehman Russ or anything.
True.
Well, I was going to say, I've killed his warlord with the Lancer as well. So I think, that was literally the last part of the last turn. And then Huron Blackheart turns around, the Lancer's turret in his face. And I was like, yay! The Lancer actually shot something.
Yeah.
Maybe for the win.
Yeah, maybe that's how to do it. You just kill characters instead.
Yeah. Let the game feel really disappointing. Nice.
Yeah.
He's already getting salty about it. You can hear it in his voice.
Even imagining these things is annoying me.
Oh dear! Oh no!
Since I brought up the name, Ross, how's Lehman Russ coming on?
He is doing great.
Yeah,
he looks splendid. No, hold on, right? He's right here. Let me pick him up. Oof, that bass.
You know this is an audio format, don't you?
Yeah, right. Everyone listening, close your eyes. All right, now your eyes are closed. You got this. Your eyes.
Close my eyes.
Oh my god! Yeah, I'm not describing him, but no, he looks great. The base, the scenic bases that come with these Horus Heresy kits, it just looks.
Yeah.
I think it looks awesome, but yeah, no, he's getting on. He's got the gold on now, and then after the gold, I'm just gonna make sure I spend a bit of time on his fur, and then a bit of metals, and then good to go.
Can't wait.
I'm gutted he hasn't got his wolves though.
Yeah.
Skull and Hattie, I think, is his wolves.
I don't know. I just maybe Logan Grimnar's looking after them. He has plenty.
Logan has. Oh, he has Tyrannak and Fenrir. There we are. What has Ragnar got? Ragnar's got.
Please.
Oh, he's got Freki and Geri. That's it.
Fair.
You're enjoying this way too much.
Thanks for that.
Well, no, okay. Just before we, I don't want to leave the chat too quickly, but Skull and Hattie are Fenrir's kids, and they're the ones that during Ragnarok will jump into the sky and swallow the sun and the moon, creating Fimbulwinter, the end of the world, all the other stuff.
Yeah.
Tyrannak and Fenrir are made up. So Fenrir obviously is Fenrir, and Tyrannak is the god Tyr, who
had his hand bitten off.
Yeah, he got his hand bitten off because he was the only one that was actually nice to Fenrir. And then Freki and Geri is Odin's wolves.
Nice.
Which would have made more sense to give them to Logan or Russ, and then moved it around. But for some reason, Ragnar's got them, so who knows?
Thanks for the Norse lesson.
Yeah. Sorry, I could tell you, I could sit here all day and talk about Norse stuff, but it's like luck, no idea.
I've read quite a lot of Norse mythology books, actually.
Have you read the one by Neil Gaiman?
Yes, I have.
Yes, that is the best one I've read. It's fantastic. I actually read that to my daughter at night.
Yeah, it's like lots of short stories, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, now I have to change the title of this podcast.
Sorry. Yeah, it's where the prosthetic Edda and stuff like that. It's really good.
Yeah, very cool. I feel like I don't want to put a topic into the show or anything. Obviously, it's not my podcast, but I feel like it'd be a missed opportunity if Ross and James didn't talk about Custodes a little.
You like them Custodes?
Come on, you got to be polite. I'm a guest.
That's not how this works.
How do we start?
There going, you're in my house now.
Oh, Custodes.
James, you give one reason why Custodes are good. Ross, you tell him why he's wrong.
Because they are the golden children and they are epic. Everyone is a god.
I hate them because they suck.
Ross wins.
No, well, weirdly, it's the reason I hate Custodes is against Josh.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this was oh god,
The Grudge. Jeez.
Sorry, this is like last Autumn Cup, I think it was. It's like I'm sure it was. It was like a year ago. I think it was the Autumn Cup, and he was like the first game I played against, and I was like, oh yeah, can't wait for this. And I went, are you making these rules up? Like, are you sure? And he's like, oh yeah, they're toughness this, and they've got this many wounds, and they've all got like fights first, and they can pick this or that, and oh, they can pick up a knight in melee, and then they can pick up another knight in shooting. And I was like, oh man, I hate these guys.
They don't really have any fights first, so hopefully he didn't tell you that.
No, I probably made that one up. But I was just thinking of things I hate, and I was like, fights first is in there.
Was that the triple Land Raider reactive move one?
No, so I ran 2 Land Raiders. That was the tournament when I ran my 2. He didn't have any, and even then, he was just like, oh yeah, my one. Whatever the stupid standard guy is called, and he's like, oh, he's gonna pick up a Land Raider in 1 hit, and I was just like, how? Like,
that's how.
Yeah, honestly, I was just like, I don't get how this works. I was like, how is this happening? And I was like, mate, okay, right, I'm a Space Wolf. Watch this. It's my turn, my go turn. I charge every model on the board. I'm like, this is my turn now. Like, I'm gonna win this. And then I killed nothing. I was like, how?
I mean, you're into your lore. That's accurate.
Well, lore-wise, actually, the Custodes and the Space Wolves would have been on the same side. But, yeah, no.
No.
But, yeah, no. The models, no. The new models, like, I've had to bite my hand every time I look at them because I'm dying to buy some.
Yeah, they are great.
Like, I don't really care about playing them. Like, I'm sure, like, everyone plays Custodes at one point, I guess, because they technically they're an easy army to get into and start. Yeah. But painting those new ones, like, I'm dying to paint gold, especially after the last time I painted Dante and some Stormcast. I think I've got a good gold on the go.
Yeah,
Nice.
that Dante that you did, it was a beautiful gold, to be fair. So yeah,
and he was a blood angel. Ugh,
he was a blood angel.
Dirty.
The best thing you've ever done.
I've got fights first. Yay!
He's one of the few that doesn't, to be fair. That's
No,
probably
he doesn't have it.
To blame.
No, but then you charge him, and you're like, because of the other golden wing pigeon boys, I've got -1 to hit and -1 to wound in melee, and you're like, oh, why can't I just hit anything in this entire army? It either fights first, or it's got minus everything in the kitchen sink. I was like, I give up. Blood angels.
So is that because of my rules, or is that because of your dice rolling?
That is. Oh yeah, sorry. Back to the subject of the video. Due to
You're welcome.
Due to my amazing luck and Blood Angels' broken ass rules, it doesn't matter because Blood Angels get fight first. So who cares?
Only for a few more days, and then it all changes.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait for that. I really am really excited.
You guys are both down on Thursday, right?
Yes. For the teams.
Are you both partaking in 11th or
Pass.
Yes.
I'm not sure.
Well, Ross doesn't have a choice because he's doing teams.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah.
So I'm already down as a yes, but yeah, Shane. So are you gonna try like that? Basically, it's the 10.5 at the moment, isn't it?
Well, having said that, we don't have 20 sets of terrain yet, so.
Oh, God, you're not doing it.
No. I would like to, however, you mentioned, Jake, on your podcast that came out the day that we're recording this, that you've just played your 100th game.
Yeah.
I'm on, if I remember it right now, I'm on 96 or 97 games of 10th edition.
Nice.
So I would have really liked to have got the last 100, but time has been against me. So I'm not sure is the honest answer as to whether it's going to be a 11th or a hybrid, or I'm finishing off 10th.
Well, it might be a hybrid without, you might have a choice just because of available terrain, to be honest.
Yeah. It'd be interesting to see. As long as I still get my fights first, I'm not all that bothered.
How many disposition points is most of your detachments, Shane?
3.
3. But
are most of them 3, are they?
Yeah, most. I think 3 of them.
Everything but the brand new ones.
What? Really?
Yeah. You can't even run original Index Liberator Assault Group in 1,000 points.
So there's no 2 DP detachments?
Nope.
So all the 1 DP ones are uncombinable with anything other than themselves?
No, I lie.
It's because they're all broken.
There's 2. There's all the main ones are 3. There's 2 that are 2s that are essentially copy paste, or they're essentially what they've made the 1-point versions.
So you just straight up lied then?
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. But so like I think it's Angelic Inheritors or Angelic Host is 2 DP, but no one ever runs it, so it might as well be 50 because no one cares. I'm sure there's another one. I can't remember what it is. It's all a little bit strange. It's all a little bit up in the air at the minute. But the biggest one that we've got, which was the Grotmas one, which is Rage Curse, they haven't confirmed how that's working, so we've completely lost that because that's the I'm going to battle shock myself.
Oh, is it not showing on the article?
There's a stratagem one which gives you the where you take mortal wounds.
Oh no! I mean, when you go look at your detachments to tell you what disposition they are and how many DPs they are, is that missing from that list?
What, the actual detachment?
Yeah.
No, it's on there.
Oh, right, okay. I thought that's what you were getting at. It was gone.
You just said you don't know what's happening with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they haven't clarified because they haven't updated the stratagems for Rage Curse Onslaught, which is when you can generate a battle shock.
Right. Yeah. No. Yeah. Okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah. Okay. So they haven't updated the original detachments
This is it.
with the new 11th rules.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they haven't done that yet. But some people are losing detachments. Like I lost a detachment today which sucked. So nobody cares.
I thought they confirmed that every detachment was staying.
Well, no, it's you remember we had not the Grotmas has just gone, the Grotmas before, where it was every single day everyone had, and about 3 of them were cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I had a Space Wolf one then, which was rubbish. It was like First Company Task Force, but worse. Right. So that has gone. That's not on that list. Huh. Because I was planning on making a super duper Terminator list, but that one's gone.
Huh.
So I think a few people might miss 1 or 2, like the useless ones that no one cares about.
Yeah. Well, I've not seen any negatives from my armies so far. Touch wood.
Apart from a refresh.
And we, again, time of recording, we're about to get Imperium, so we should see the Custodians in one soon.
Well, Chaos is tomorrow.
Yeah, it's Chaos tomorrow.
So that's your new Death Guard ready to rock then?
Hell yeah, dude. Undefeated with them so far.
How many games?
2.
Yeah.
And almost identical scores in both. 82-70 and 81-70.
I'm not going to lie. Like, playing against Death Guard is the most lore-accurate army I've ever played against. Because you just want to pull out your own eyes at one point. It's just such a slog to get through
and you want
anything.
To your nose, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
They stanky.
Yeah, oh man, playing Death Guard, like, especially for a melee army, is horrible.
They're really, really fun to play. I'm really enjoying them.
Yeah, I think am I thinking of the Blight Lord Terminators? They're the big guys in 3s?
Death Shroud Terminators.
Death Shroud Terminators.
Oh my god, dude, they are savage.
Oh, in melee, they are horrendous.
Well, it was because of those that I decided to start them, because at Bristol, a dude put 3 of them with the Lord of Contagion into 10 Chosen with Fabius Bile, picked them up. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, they've got like lethal, sustained, lance, something else, strike and sweep profiles.
Yeah, it's absurd.
Oh, mate, honestly, they're minging.
Vindicator.
Well, I put a volcano lance in them.
Yeah, it's a reasonable response.
Shane, did you say Vindicator?
Vindicator.
What's that going to do?
If it kills one, I'm happy.
Yeah, that's pretty much the best you're going to get, really.
If it's still around after the new codex.
Ooh.
Oh, don't. We're already talking about bad luck. Don't jinx it any further. Leave my Vindicator alone. Unless it's going to have hover, leave my Vindicator alone.
Speaking of bad luck, how many box notes have you still got?
Personally, or?
I'm pretty sure I've got 4 on mine.
I think so. You have. Well, the librarian might be making a comeback.
I hope so. I remember that thing was brilliant on the board.
I just want Flying Dreadnoughts back, I'll be brutally honest with you.
Yeah, what was the range on that thing? Was it 18 inches movement?
Sounds right, yeah.
Yeah.
Shane, as a Blood Angels player, are you not excited and ecstatic that they are the face of Warhammer right now?
You see, personally, I think they've always been the face of Warhammer.
Oh, shut up.
So James Custodes.
So, what? I just heard Custodes.
You sound like James. Everything's golden in James's eyes.
Well, we have a bit of the gold as well, so that might be what it is.
That's the thing. Everything should be gold.
We have certain things that we allow to be gold. The nice stuff.
Just not wings.
It's not wings. Well, the gold stuff is
because they're gone.
God.
But it is nice, and to go back to it. Actually, Comic Curve is something that I brought up for this conversation. But it is quite nice to be going back to Armageddon thematically, back to the 2nd edition box set, which is the one that I remember playing. So very first time round. We don't seem to be going back to those days with the rules, thankfully. But yeah, we're heading back, which is exactly where we want to be, and we've got some orcs to kill as well. So it's nice. It's nice to see them back. It's nice to see a bit of a change from classic Ultramarines. But then the last few box sets haven't been.
So, say that again, sorry.
So the last few box sets, well, there's a couple of box sets that haven't been Ultramarines anyway.
Haven't they?
Black Templars were third.
Was the box art, yeah.
Crimson Fists.
Was Rogue Trader. You had Dark Angels, which were Dark Vengeance.
Ooh.
I'm pretty sure since like 6th onwards has been Ultramarines, right?
I want to say 7th was Dark Vengeance.
No, Dark Imperium.
Which was Dark Angels. Dark Angels Iconography.
What was the Ultramarines versus Death Guard? Dark Imperium.
That was 8. Yeah.
Necrons and Ultramarines 9th. Tyranids and Ultramarines 10th. Yeah.
Wasn't 7th against the Red Corsairs?
Was it?
Yeah, because that's where the Hellbrute came from.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh no, that's where a version of the Hellbrute came from. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, that was the Dark Vengeance box.
Huh.
Ah, that's it.
Because that's when the Chaos Cultists turned up as well.
Do you know what's kind of funny? They've finally turned the attention away from the Ultramarines, right? But when they sent us as in the arena, all of the Armageddon boxes, they were like, "Oh, you've ordered enough for a new standee, a new cardboard cutout of a Space Marine."
Yeah,
Ultramarine. Even with the Armageddon branding, still too scared to move away from the Ultramarines.
Yeah,
we have. Go on.
Sorry, I was going to say, has the Blood Angels even been to Armageddon?
I'm assuming so, if they are the face of the Armageddon box set.
Yeah, let's just when you say
Dante was in command in the second battle for Armageddon.
That's the one with. Hold on, right? I'm getting my Armageddon lore mixed up. Which one was against Khorne?
We're going back for the third time now, aren't we?
Yeah. So one was against Khorne. The Grey Knights turned up. Space Wolves. Loads of stuff go bad.
Going with the Orcs, yeah, that was the
right.
Second, that was the second battle for Armageddon. They turned up because all of the bloodshed on Armageddon caused the rift.
That was it.
For them to turn up, and then we had the plot line to the Emperor's Gift and a couple of other books. That was all the second battle for Armageddon. But yeah, Dante was the overall commander.
Oh, right, because obviously when I think of Armageddon, I think of Black Templars pretty quickly.
Yeah.
And then Space Wolves turn up on every single one.
Yeah.
And who else am I thinking? I want to say Crimson Fists, but they're not Armageddon. They just really hate orcs. There's another one which always turns up on Armageddon. Probably Blood Angels.
Imperial Guard.
Imperial Guard, yeah, there we are. Steel Legion. With a handkerchief design or whatever it was.
It's in one of the codexes somewhere, and it states that Logan Grimnar, Marnis Kargar, and another chapter master, I want to say maybe Salamanders, but they all acknowledged and they all ceded overall commands to Dante, because he's led the Blood Angels longer than they've been alive, let alone being alive. So, yeah, Blood Angels and Armageddon go way back. That was the entire sort of plot line to Tycho as well. He fell during the second one. I know we've covered this on a previous podcast, but he fell during the second battle for Armageddon. So we had the first one where there was all that, and then you've got the original one, which was the Horus Heresy style. So it's all gone. It's all ongoing. So yeah, we've got a grudge match. So let's hope that this edition it all goes well.
Love it. Do you guys think it's too early to start theorizing who the next starter set armies will be?
No, it's never too early.
Yeah, Grey Knights versus Demons, and everyone gets a full army refresh.
Yes.
That also means you got to wait 3 years.
No. Christmas, baby.
You cycle back on that really quickly. But the next one's going to be Custodes versus Grey Knights anyway.
The Terminus decree.
Yep.
Oh, that's not a bad shout.
Bring it.
Done. This is the reset we've been waiting for.
Yeah, the revival of the Emperor, 12th edition.
Oh yeah. I saw his eye move in the trailer. So by the next edition,
imagine the sales.
Yeah. oh look, he got up. It's just like, oh shit, send him in.
Every single army can use him because you have the Dark God version as well.
Oh yeah.
Can you imagine the Emperor in game? That's a podcast in itself.
Well, on its own.
I was going to say, is that like having Sauron on the table? But it's
way better than that.
Way better than
Tom
that.
Bombadil.
Yeah, Tom. Yeah. Oh mate, it is. Tom Bombadil must be like 20,000 points.
No, it's like having Eru Ilúvatar on the table.
Nerd.
Subscribe to the Broken Sword.
that one went straight over my head. I thought I was alright, but that went straight over my head.
I almost guessed what I thought that was, but every time I go anywhere near the Silmarillion, my eyes just start bleeding. So
I'm pretty sure it's in the first sentence of the Silmarillion.
Yeah, because
I didn't even get that far.
Isn't that the gods? Not the
Eru is the one that makes the songs.
Yeah.
To create the world, basically.
That's it. And then Melkor rips a guitar solo.
Exactly.
Everyone gets really angry at him and tells him to bugger off.
Yeah.
Which is the god of luck?
Not me.
Who do we need to be abasing ourselves to?
I think we just need to pray to whichever god is in charge of the side you're on, whether it's the Imperium, the God Emperor of Mankind, or whether you follow Chaos or the greater good. I don't know. You need to start praying to these things.
The greater good.
Yeah, that's what I think every time too.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a Tau tractor joke somewhere, but I don't think I can make that and make it make sense. Oh dear. Well, I think that's a wonderful point to leave this podcast.
I can't lie, guys. This episode hasn't gone how I expected.
Well, yeah, welcome to our podcast.
you know the discordant part.
Yeah.
That's why it works. Thank you very much to our special guests once again, Jake and James from the Tabletop Alliance and the Bolters and Bad Dice podcast. Thank you very much, guys.
Oh, thank you. Thanks for having us. Sorry if I was,
very much.
Just doing my usual complaining about my bad dice rolls.
That's what we brought you in for.
Yeah.
It's the whole point of you being here.
So you're going to make fun of me further?
Yes.
Fair enough.
Yes, we can.
Make fun of me too.
That's what we're all here for. I also want to thank my wonderful co-host, Ross, for his participation and his efforts in this episode.
Oh, yes. Lots of efforts here. Yes. Did very well.
That was really sarcastic and I didn't mean it.
Thanks for the Norse lesson again.
Anytime. I have an overwhelming knowledge on that stuff.
Clearly.
Ouch.
That wasn't sarcasm.
I just can't tell anymore. I just don't know what's going on. This is
the problem with it not being in person.
Yeah.
Welcome to the sarcasm section of the podcast. And now the unsarcastic bit, which is thanks very much for listening. Hopefully people have made it to this far in the episode.
They haven't.
If you enjoy what we do, please like and subscribe. If for some reason you aren't listening to the Bolters and Bad Dice podcast, or if you're not watching the Tabletop Alliance, join in. It's where we get most of our stuff from. We have a wicked time with the guys. It really is great to get them on board. Thanks very much for listening, and we'll see you next time.
Toodaloo.